I'm OEA President Scott Tomorrow. Time for my weekly update. Today, October 6th, is the beginning of early vote in the state of Ohio. It's a very exciting day. People were lined up for blocks waiting to vote in person at county boards of elections, particularly here in Franklin County early this morning. I'm really excited about grabbing my absentee ballot out of my mailbox as soon as I can this week and filling it out and turning it in. Whether you're voting by mail, you're voting early in person, or you're planning on voting election day, the key is that you vote. And to help guide you in terms of information on who our strong champions of public education are up and down the ballot, I encourage you to go to ohioballot.com. Enter your address and your zip code, and you'll see who those public education friendly candidates are for president and vice president, for Ohio Supreme Court, Judge John O'Donnell and Judge Jennifer Bruner, for those important positions, for Ohio House and Senate, and for members of Congress and members of the State Board of Education. This election is so critical, and our students are counting on us. 28 days until it's all over. Let's all make sure that we have our voices heard in this important election. So there's a lot on the ballot. Funding for schools, testing, accountability systems, state takeovers, all of those issues are important. We also need to be paying attention to the continued need for leadership to make sure that we are prioritizing health and safety of our members, of our students, and of our communities. This past weekend's developments in Washington, D.C. Remind us that COVID is still very, very much with us. Over 210,000 Americans have lost their lives, including Julie Davis, fifth grade teacher at Norwood Elementary School in Stanley County, North Carolina, who died just yesterday of COVID-related complications. This virus is real, it's personal, and it doesn't discriminate. Even the President of the United States can be afflicted by the virus, as well as our friends and colleagues. 806 students in Ohio have tested positive for coronavirus so far, as have 469 school staff members, K-12, in Ohio. This is a very serious challenge, and it's a very serious threat that we all need to be paying attention to. It's never been more important to be wearing a mask, to be exercising social distancing, to make sure that we are hand washing, to make sure that we're paying attention to protocols when it comes to quarantining and isolation, make sure that we're not in any way ever going out and jeopardizing other people when we're sick. And we need leaders that recognize that. We need leaders who are going to work and fight with all they have to make sure that our schools are safe, to make sure that our community is safe, and to make sure that they're leading by example. I am just amazed at the incredible work that our members are doing across the state of Ohio to keep learning going in the midst of a global pandemic. I know that the workload can be incredibly stressful. And I hear all the time from members who are still concerned about their own health. We all have to stick together, and we all have to do all we can to make sure that we have leaders that respect us and recognize that and are going to support us, to give us the resources we need to serve students, to address the terrible inequity issues that we face in this state, and to help guide us to a point where we actually get through this terrible pandemic together. The stakes are so high. Again, I hope you vote, and I hope you encourage everyone else to do the same. Thank you very much, and have a good week.